Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to hang out with me. Today's video, I'm super excited because we are talking about products that go together like peanut butter and jelly. It's peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly time with my friend Beauty by Angela, and I am very excited. It's been a hot minute since we have collabed together. It really got me thinking about products that just really jive and gel well together with either their application or how they wear throughout the day. I hope you guys are excited to see what products I think go really nice together like peanut butter and jelly. To be honest, I don't like peanut butter and jelly. I do like peanut butter and like the marshmallow fluff. Oh, so good. That is my go-to instead. And if you're visiting from Angela's channel, welcome. Thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you subscribe and give this video a like before you leave. Before I go in with primer and do my base makeup, I do a little bit of skin prep. I have really been enjoying this combination. One of the steps is fairly new, but the one product that I absolutely love doing before going in with base makeup, and I can definitely tell a difference if I don't use it, it is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This product has been absolutely game-changing for me. I'm really happy to see it in BOXYCHARM add-ons because I definitely need another bottle. I've been using this very sparingly. This is super gentle. I haven't really explored many liquid exfoliants before. It just feels so nice on the skin and I just feel super refreshed afterwards. I found another product to follow this one and it has really helped me having dry skin. Following the liquid exfoliant, I've been taking a Fourth Ray Beauty face milk. This is papaya. I also have rose. They are really nice and I wasn't sure when I first saw these products from Fourth Ray Beauty, you know, what exactly are they supposed to do? Figured with having dry skin, these are going to be super hydrating, and they are, and my face just soaks them in. Essentially, instead of my Pixie Milky Mist as a pre-layer, this has been the pre-layer. It feels just so refreshing after doing a liquid exfoliant and my face feels super smooth and moisturized. So now that the skin is prepped, I like to go on ahead and do my base makeup. Then I like to go with my eyes. There's just something about doing my eyes first and then foundation just seems off. And I used to do that all the time. And it wasn't until I started YouTube was when I kind of switched the two around. I just feel like my makeup turns out better. I don't know if that's the case or not. Honestly, no problem can go with any single foundation. The foundation I would have chose to go with this would have been the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, but I am out of that right now. So I chose my second favorite foundation, which is the Too Faced Do You Full Coverage. I really like this foundation. I know a lot of people actually don't, but it really jives well for me. First, it's a really good shade match for me, and second, you can build it up to the coverage that you like. It tends to go on a lot more medium than full coverage as it states, but you can build it up to full coverage, and if you do, it doesn't really dry out or mattify my skin. I still feel like I have that sense of hydration to my skin, and it wears super nice throughout the night, day, whatever I am wearing foundation for that isn't filming. If I test out a new primer and foundation at the same time and I don't like the foundation, I will try it with No Problem the next day just to give it another chance, and if it doesn't work with No Problem, it's not going to work with anything. That's kind of like my determination of if I like a foundation or not these days. And I feel like one pump is pretty generous with how much is dispensed. I feel like that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to go through my second bottle, but it's making really good progress because it is in my project pan. Also, there is a scent to this foundation, so if you have sensitive skin, it might irritate you. I have sensitive skin and it doesn't seem to bother me. Personally, I enjoy the scent. And I'm going to be taking my Juno & Co sponge. I have been enjoying the sponge so much. There will be a link in the description box if you want to save 10% off your order. It is an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission if you decide to purchase through it. But this sponge really blends out super nice. Better than a beauty blender, Real Techniques, the Morphe sponge. Now, do I like it more than my Sigma 3D HD Max Kabuki? I think that might be almost too premature because that brush has been a holy grail of mine for about a year now, but this could be a close second. I've thought about maybe trying to do some foundation wear test where I do one side of my face with the sponge and then the other side with 3D HD Max Kabuki and running them head to head and seeing which method of application wears the best throughout the day. Because there are some new foundations, and then I have some that I had intended a wear test and never got around doing. Now that I have like a sponge that I like and a brush, because not everyone uses a sponge, not everyone uses the brush, that way you both can see how it wears out. I just feel like the foundation just blended in so nice with that primer and the skin prep, and that's even with the redness and texture that I'm dealing with right now. And then the powder foundation that goes with anything and everything is the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten foundation. I'm trying to pan this so hard, and I've been using this powder for so long that still has no pan. I don't always like to set my entire face with loose powder, so I will just take this powder and go in. And I just love that this is so versatile with all of my foundations. I feel like it's almost too mattifying for me to use loose powder all throughout my face, so that's why I typically resort to a pressed powder and then using a loose powder mainly in my T-zone and my under eyes. I don't like doing that because my T-zone is an area that will secrete a little bit more oil throughout the day, and especially with spring and summer where we're having higher humidities, definitely gonna need a double set. It's hard to tell that I'm actually dry skinned through those months because of how oily I can get. The best concealer and loose powder combination, Kylie Cosmetics, hands down has been the concealer for me. It's not the most full coverage concealer because I usually like full coverage for my under eyes to conceal the discoloration that I do have. It's more medium coverage, but you can build it up to your liking. And the biggest pro of this is the shade match, and it is hydrating. I don't find this drying at all, and it's really hard for me because my under eyes, they be dry. So a lot of concealers do tend to crease. Doesn't matter if I do set them or not, they're bound to crease. But this, I have not experienced any creasing, and it wears so nice throughout the day. Now you're probably gonna be surprised that I'm not putting a banana powder, but the Too Faced Do You powder, there is a scent to this like the foundation, but I really like shade of this powder. It's the medium one, which is Radiant Nude. It just looks so good underneath the under eyes. Like I can't see any of my texture, discoloration. It even fills in the wrinkles really nice. Also sets the T-zone really nice too, especially around my nose where makeup really tends to break up. I Heart Revolution banana powder would be a close second. It just blends in so nice, and I just love how this shade matches me. It's funny because Catherine was asking me about needing a new concealer, and I recommended Kylie. I was like, girl, I'm not shitting you. Try the Kylie one, and it's been working out for her. She was really impressed how it wore throughout the day. She said that it was lighter than Shape Tape, and I told her that it's more medium coverage, and Shape Tape is very thick. I said, girl, I would have not recommended a Kylie product if I didn't love it. And it's funny because Joy was the one that told me when it went on sale at Ulta. It was months ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna try Miss Kylie, and I've been hooked on this damn concealer ever since. I love it. Trying the sponge with powder for the first time, and I also think that I like this powder slightly better than banana powders is because it does have that radiant look to it, and I just don't like to look too mattifying because it can look a little crusty. It's not a shiny feel, it's just a dewy feel to it because it's the Do You powder. Duh. Now we're gonna move to eyes. Urban Decay Potion Primer works out so nice. I have been using this since I was 14, give or take, whenever I stepped into Sephora for the first time. Funny, I never thought I'd get into makeup. I thought it was overrated, I didn't need it, waste of time, blah, 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 and here we are. Boy, was I wrong. Sometimes I don't always like filling in my brows with just a brow wiz. Sometimes I will just outline the shape of my brow and then fill it in with the ColourPop tinted brow gel. I have to make sure that it's clear that's the tinted brow gel because the clear brow gel I absolutely hate. It is white, chunky, does not set your brows nice at all. Sometimes this isn't enough by itself, and sometimes it's just a pain in the butt to fill in your brows. It's just one step I don't really enjoy doing. Just outlining it and then combing through, boom. My go-to combination. I haven't done this in quite some time, and it's because I've had the tinted brow gel set aside for a makeup review. So I normally just follow the shape of my brow. Oh, I have a pimple in my eyebrow. Ouch. And just comb through the areas that we outlined, and then go back in with the pencil and fill in the areas that need a little bit more help, typically the tail. Now I have to admit, I haven't tried this combination out yet, but looking at them, I feel like these two palettes would go together. This is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival palette with Stacey Marie, and then I have the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. This is what Jawbreaker looks like. This is what the Carnival palette looks like. Has a little bit more neutrals than Jawbreaker does, but I feel like that these two palettes could complement each other really nice. But this is what we're gonna be working with. So from Jawbreaker, I'm gonna take the shade Soaked. Just going to place it in the crease. Looks like this shade will be best to pack on and then try to blend out. And then from Stacey Marie, I'm gonna take Sky and blend these two shades together. I think that these two colors look really nice together. From Stacey Marie, I'm gonna take Recharge and place it all over the lid. I chose two eyeliners that normally don't fail me when it comes to putting on the lid and waterline. For the liquid eyeliner for your lid, I chose out the Maybelline Hyper Easy with eyeliner. This eyeliner really is hyper easy with applying. I don't know if it's just like the shape or the weight of it. It applies really smooth on your lid, a nice matte black line, and then this Milk Makeup Long Wear Gel Eyeliner. When it says long wear, it is not messing around. It is so smooth on your waterline, and I would know I have really sensitive watery eyes and my eyes don't get irritated. It only gets irritated when I'm trying to take it off because it doesn't want to budge. From Jawbreaker, I'm going to take Delicious to smoke out. I'm loving how grungy that shade just took this look. And then for the inner corners, I'm gonna take Breezy. Now, a product that I originally did not set aside was MAC Fix, but it does work so nice with a lot of shimmers just to make the pop even more dramatic in the inner corners. You could probably use any setting spray. I've just used MAC Fix for so long that I feel lost without it. I only paired the blue shades together, but I think they turned out really nice with each other. I probably could have explored a little bit more, maybe taking like the pink from this and then the blue from this and vice versa. I wanted to focus on one color just to test out how that they would blend and complement each other. I have been loving blue eyeshadow recently. I almost took green, but I feel like that's overkill for St. Patty's Day. I almost took pink, but I didn't want to stain my eyes. So like No Problem, the Lancome XL Booster complements so many different types of mascara. The best mascara I've ever used is the Lancome Monsieur Big, and I can wear this alone or with the lash primer. I haven't tried it with the lash primer yet because of how dramatic this makes my lashes look, and that says a lot because I have pitiful lashes, as I've said time and time again, but this has worked out with so many of mascaras in the past. Like if I test a mascara and it's just kind of I definitely test it with this next, and if I still don't like it, it gets decluttered. Easy as that. So this is what it's like to have eyelashes. Bronzer blush highlight combo was super hard to choose. I knew going into it, Rodeo Drive was probably gonna be the highlighter, but the bronzer tore me because I was like, do I choose Milani? Do I choose Physicians Formula? Ultimately, I chose Physicians Formula. I think I find myself reaching for this more than I do the Milani. And I just think that it builds up nicer than Milani. If I want just a light bronze, just go in with one layer. If I want a little bit more dramatic, put it on a second or third. It's so buttery smooth. Blush was kind of hard too because I love my peachy blushes, but I also love my pink blushes. I chose NARS Orgasm because I think that these three together look the best. I think. In my mind, they look the best. I know the highlight is a little bit dramatic, like myself. I still think that this shade complements like the NARS Orgasm blush, and then the bronzer really nice. The bronzer kind of gets lost on the cheeks, which is okay. The focus of it for me is the blush and highlight, so it's still well defined here. The lipstick that can go with any looks, whether it be really bright, really dark, really neutral, Hello Stranger by ColourPop. I think that this is my favorite lipstick shade and formula I have used. I really like the cream formula because I do have dry lips. Any look I create, I tend to reach for this lipstick. And then my holy grail setting spray of all time, the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. So this is the final look, as well as my picks for the products that I thought that went together like peanut butter and jelly. I would love to know what combination of products you use that go together like peanut butter and jelly. This was such a creative idea that Angela came up with. I was really excited when she pitched the idea for this collab, and it really got me thinking because I have a lot of different products in my collection and thinking of the ones that I reach for the most and narrowing it down from there. So that's the approach that I took with choosing out the products. This eyeshadow combination was a Hail Mary, but it turned out really nice. I definitely want to pair these two palettes together in the future. That's something I don't really do, but I wanted to do it for the purpose of this video, and I'm glad that I did. Don't forget to check out Angela's video to see what her products are that go together like peanut butter and jelly. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.